All right, today we're diving into something called Mavericks AI. Now, the promise here is pretty huge. What if every single lawyer could have their own team of specialized AI colleagues? The whole idea is to automate pretty much every part of legal work you can think of. So let's see how they're planning to do it.
So let's be real for a second. If you're in the legal world, this question, it probably hits pretty close to home, right? The pressure is just nonstop, the hours are insane, and so much of your day is eaten up by these tedious, but absolutely critical, tasks. It's a universal problem. But what if there was a totally different way to practice law?
And this is really the core idea behind Mavericks AI. This isn't just another piece of software you have to learn. No, it's a completely different way of thinking about your practice. Imagine having a dedicated team of legal pros working for you around the clock, 24/7. They never get tired, they never take a vacation, they're always ready for the next thing you throw at them. That's the power of having an AI colleague.
And we're not talking about some generic chatbot here. Each one of these AI agents is specially trained to think, to write, and to act like a lawyer in your specific jurisdiction. They're always on deck, ready to go. But here's the kicker. They are built to learn from you. They start to pick up your unique style, your tone, your templates, which means they just get better and more valuable to your practice over time. Okay, so let's get into the specifics. Where does this AI team actually make the biggest difference? Well, it starts by going after the biggest time sinks in any legal practice. The core tasks of drafting, research, and, all that document review. Let's take something like the draft wizard. Instead of you staring at a blank screen, you've got an agent that's trained to draft everything from pleadings to motions. And it's not just filling in a template either. It's actively finding the right rules, pulling in relevant case law with full citations, and then handing you a formatted, editable document that's all ready for your final touch. But it goes way beyond just drafting. You get a whole research and strategy team that works together. The researcher can go on these deep dives and come back with reports, all cited. Then you can pass that work over to the reviser, which is like your super detail-oriented analyst checking for compliance and suggesting ways to make it better. And then there's the advisor, who plays devil's advocate, stress testing your arguments before you even think about going to court. To really get a sense of the caliber we're talking about, think about this analogy. It's like having legal giants in your corner, Lord Denning as your advisor, Justice Nikki Tobey reviewing your work. This isn't just some clever marketing line. It's really a statement about the level of expertise the platform wants to put at every lawyer's fingertips. All right, so what about if you're in the corporate world? If you're an in-house counsel or company secretary? Your challenges are a little different, right? It's all about endless meetings, complex reports, and just trying to keep up with a regulatory landscape that's always changing. And this is where the board assistant is an absolute game changer. The workflow is so simple, it takes hours of work and just crushes it down into seconds. You literally just upload your notes, they can be typed, even handwritten, and the agent drafts your reports and minutes for you. And it even adopts your company's unique style and format. And for compliance, the platform doesn't wait for you to ask. It's proactive. The Compliance Monitor agent is like your own personal watchdog. You just tell it which industries to watch and how often you want updates. Daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want. And it automatically tracks all the regulatory changes and sends professional reports right to your inbox. You are always, always ahead of the curve. But let's be honest, running a successful practice is about so much more than just the legal work, isn't it? It's also about management, all the admin stuff, and growing the business. Well, guess what? Mavericks AI has agents for that too. The case manager helps bring some order to the chaos of a busy caseload. It can help you record what happens in court and then generate reports. It even auto-generates tasks to keep your whole team on track. And get this, it helps you draft timely client updates so everyone stays in the loop and nothing ever falls through the cracks. In marketing, what about that? The social media manager makes the whole process so easy. You just follow this simple workflow. Pick a legal topic, choose a tone, formal, friendly, whatever fits your brand, and bam. The agent generates 3 completely different posts for you, complete with high-res images, all ready to share. Now, this one is really fascinating. It's called Law Tutor, and it's an agent designed for continuous learning. So in study mode, it can teach you basically any legal topic you want to brush up on. But then you can switch it over to practice mode, upload your own marking guides, and it will grade your practice drafts for you, giving you this incredible feedback. It's a fantastic tool for students and even for seasoned lawyers who want to stay sharp. And the whole learning experience is designed to be immersive and interactive. It's kind of gamified, which makes studying feel a lot less like a chore. And because it works for any jurisdiction, it's a super powerful tool for anyone, anywhere who's prepping for exams or just wants to expand their legal expertise.
Okay, we absolutely have to talk about the elephant in the room. The number one issue for any lawyer looking at new tech: confidentiality. How in the world does Mavericks AI handle your client's most sensitive information?
The answer is with this incredibly bold and clear promise: zero access. This isn't some fine print buried in the terms and conditions. This is a core principle of how the entire platform was designed.
So, how do they actually pull this off? Honestly, it's brilliant. All of your data, every single document you upload, every draft it generates, is stored only in your local browser. It is never sent to their servers. It never leaves your computer. That means they literally have no way to see it. You, and only you, are in 100% control of your confidential information. Full stop. So, you see, when you put all these pieces together, Mavericks AI isn't just another app. It's being presented as your new team, an essential part of what the future of legal work is going to look like. So for any lawyer, the advantage really boils down to three key things. First, you get a massive boost in efficiency by automating all those core tasks. Second, you get instant access to specialized AI expertise that can act as your researcher and advisor. And third, you get total, absolute control because your confidential data stays exactly where it should be, with you. Which really leads us to the final question, doesn't it? Are you ready to finally delegate all that tedious busy work? Are you ready to focus your time and your expertise on the high-value work, the strategy, the advocacy, the client relationships, the stuff that actually matters? If you want to meet these new AI legal colleagues and see for yourself how they could completely transform your practice, you've got to check them out. Head over to mavericksai.tech. It's time to meet your new team.